Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Stef Vlogs, and it has actually been a while and I miss you guys. So let's take a look at one of my favorite subdivisions here in Cagayan de Oro, and that's Xavier Estates Ignatius Enclave. Why is it my favorite? Well, it's because I'm gonna be living here soon. So I hope to have you guys as my neighbors, and I'm gonna let you know in this video why exactly we decided to live here in Xavier Estates Ignatius Enclave. Right now, I'm standing in front of the biggest house model here in Ignatius Enclave, and this house stands on a 120 square meter lot area with a floor area of 90 square meters. So with this home, you can choose to have either 3 or 4 bedrooms. And what I love about this house is that it has spacious rooms and big windows, so the light can just come through. So let's take a look at what's inside this home, and I just feel that it's really perfect for a young starting family. With this particular house model, we do have that extra room at the back, so that actually makes the 4th bedroom. But as I mentioned earlier, you can choose to have 3 bedrooms in this home. So if you want to have a wider space for your living area, you can choose to move this kitchen towards the back. So you get to forgo this room over here if you want to have a bigger kitchen area. So that's really up to you how you want your house to be like. So that's a choice that Ignatius Enclave gives to you. Because it just fills the house up with a lot of light, and it makes your house feel like it's so airy and it's so well ventilated. So I love how they do that. And now I'm in the master's bedroom, and of course everybody would love to have a walk-in closet. So this one is for the ladies. Sorry, gentlemen. So your wife is going to take most of that. And if you take a look at the ceiling, you have a really nice facade for the ceiling that they put here in this home. So now I'm going to give you my top 4 reasons as to why I love Xavier Estates and Ignatius Enclave. Well, one reason for sure is definitely safety and security. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna be living here soon, but I currently live in the subdivision just beside it, which is Ventura Residences. So I'm staying there right now. It's Xavier Estates Phase 5, and Ignatius is Xavier Estates Phase 6. So here in XE, people can actually just leave their homes open. I know that sounds odd, but I do have a client who gets out of his house, just leaves the door, and everything is still intact. So I think that's wonderful to have a safe community for your family, especially if you have young kids, right? You just want to make sure that they're safe. It's just a lot of peace of mind when you know that your home and your family is secured. And I think that's probably the #1 best reason why I would endorse Xavier Estates Ignatius Enclave. Okay, let's talk about reason number 2. So reason number 2 why I love Xavier Estates Ignatius Enclave is the view. So you get to have a wonderful view of the mountains here, and the air is really very cool, especially at night. And it's just a wonderful feeling to go home, and it feels like a different world. Let's say you're tired from work, you came downtown, and it's just a lot of stress. But when you go home and you get to have this wonderful view of the mountains and just a peaceful environment, it just clears your mind. And this is probably one of the reasons really why we decided to why we decided to buy a house here in Xavier Estates. And by the way, we are standing in front of our lot. We don't have a house here yet, but soon that bulldozer is gonna make a road first, and then we're gonna have our house here very soon. So earlier we saw the bigger house here in Ignatius, and right now we're gonna take a look at the smaller home that they have. And the good thing about the smaller home is that it's also more affordable, right? So if you have maybe around 20 to 25,000 per month budget, this house would actually fit for you. And it also has all the perks of living in Xavier Estates, and you get to have that wonderful starter home in a really good location. So this is the smaller version of the house that we saw earlier. So if this is small and the earlier one was large, there's also a medium house. Actually, there is. So the good thing about a smaller home is that it also means it's more affordable, right? So if you have maybe around 20 to 25,000 per month to allocate for your home, then this would actually be a very wonderful and practical choice, because as I said earlier, there's a lot of pros with purchasing your home at this time, especially here in Xavier Estates. So if you can and if you are able to, then let me know if you're interested in this home. Okay, reason number 3 why I love Xavier Estates is, of course, the location. Xavier Estates is actually very close to SM Mall, and it's also located uptown, which is where the prime residential area is. So some people might think, isn't it already a bit far? But I would say no, definitely not. Because the way Cagayan de Oro is growing, we're gonna be expecting that the next housing developments will be in other areas such as Lumbia or Taguana or Indahag. Mark my words, that's definitely gonna happen, and it's already happening. So while we still have the chance to get a house that's close to SM Mall and that's close to downtown CDO as well, please do take it. So if you have the capacity to purchase a house here in Xavier Estates, I would highly recommend you to get a house here right now if you are able, and also if it fits your current situation right now. So please let me know if you're interested in getting a home here in Xavier Estates, and I would love to assist you. I would love to be your broker, and I would love to call you neighbor. So see you for the next episode. Bye!